So I'm here with Alicia Menendez. First off, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
And what's so amazing about you is that if I were to look at you, I would have never not known that you weren't trans. So who was the first person you told your cis to?
I have never been asked or felt the need to tell anyone that I was cis.
Do you have a vagina? When was the moment that you felt your breast budding? Did you use tampons?
I thought we were going to talk about my show.
Well, I think we need to get through this. These are just the preliminary questions. When you were going through puberty, did you feel trapped by the changes your body was going through? Did you feel like a girl?
I don't even know what that would feel like because I was told that I was.
Do you feel that your idea of self, your cisness, holds you back in any way? Just the one thing. What do they need to know about cis people? I think you're incredibly brave to be a cisgendered woman in this world. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Ah, that was so, wait, that was awful. Like we wrote a lot of these questions and I didn't realize how awful, like even when we were role playing them without you, I didn't realize how awful and invasive some of them would feel and how I feel now like a token.
Well, right. I think that's kind of the experience I go through every single time I'm in an interview. And even the good ones, you know, I still feel as if I'm carrying the burden of people, that they're expecting me to communicate all of these things, but then also to give off all this private information about my body and my journey and my life. And, you know, I am very open in my book, so I understand why I'm in that space. But at the same time, I think some of the questions aren't necessary, right? Like the questions about your body. Why do we need to know that?
When I was coming into this, I thought we needed to know that as a way of bridging an understanding gap. But when you have the questions turned on you, I understand how much more intimate those questions feel and how they get away from the identity piece of this, which for me has a lot to do with my body, but doesn't necessarily for everyone have to do with the physicality of their sex or their gender.
Yeah, what I found so interesting is how uncomfortable I felt asking, but also when I was asking you the questions, I came from a space of entitlement of saying, you need to prove to me that your identity in your body is real. And I'm going to ask you these questions because I need to investigate and really make sure that your identity and your body is real and authentic. Like that's where I was coming from. And I found myself taking on that role. And I kept on going to the default, because I've heard this so many times, well, our viewers really want to know. And this is something people want to know.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you want to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not really like your viewers want to know, but it's an easy space to kind of go to.
Yeah, wow. Okay, thank you for that.